I am thrilled to be here tonight to introduce Ashley Dusenbury. I unfortunately did not have the pleasure of teaching her. I haven't been here long enough, having only been here 5 years. But Ashley is one of the first people I met in the community when I moved to Columbia. And she's been an incredible friend to myself and to the students and to the school ever since. She is Assistant Vice President of Public Relations at Palmetto Health Foundation, which I don't know how many of you have worked for or with nonprofit organizations, but I come from that background myself, and it is an incredibly hard job. She is going all the time. She is running and managing and publicizing major events in our community. The large breast cancer walk that we just had here this month, that was her responsibility. And she's in charge of so many other fundraising initiatives that help people right here in our community. For the Children's Hospital, for the Breast Cancer Center, and for the many health facilities and programs that Palmetto Health Foundation supports. And she was nice enough, I think one of my very first semesters teaching here, I teach a public relations campaigns class in which we typically work with a nonprofit organization. I reached out to Ashley. She said yes right away. She was the client for my students. She came in and gave selflessly of herself to my students. She spoke with them. She spent time with them, giving them constructive feedback, helping to grade their assignments. And right away, she made me remember what I loved about working in this industry, about working in public relations, about working for a nonprofit organization. And over the years, she has converted many of my students to want to work in that industry too. She also happens to be the president of the South Carolina chapter of Public Relations Society of America, which is another huge job. And she has her beautiful family here tonight. So among all of those things, I'm not sure how she has time to do it all. But beyond those professional and personal accomplishments, to me, one of the most impressive things about her is just her big heart and her kind heart and how much of a friend she is to the school. She always has time for us. She participates in our mentor match night. She's a mentor to our students. She comes and gives guest lectures to my classes on a regular basis, and every time she does, the students line up afterwards to talk to her. She provides our students with internships and practicum opportunities at the master's level and job opportunities for many of our recent graduates. And like I said, she just always opens up their minds and their hearts to all the opportunities there are in public relations beyond, the agency life or the corporate world that they think they have to pursue. So I can't think of many people more deserving than for this award, and I'm thrilled to be the one to introduce you here tonight. So, Ashley.
Hi everyone, thank you so much, Dr. McKeever. Thank all of you here tonight for this wonderful celebration. And congratulations to each of you being honored. There's so many familiar faces in the room, and it's just so wonderful to see you up here. Hey, Kim. There are moments in life that are defining moments. They don't necessarily have to be aha moments, but they're moments that shape you, and sometimes you don't realize it until years later in your life. Growing up, each morning, I watched my mom as she scurried through the house to get everything in order for our family as she prepared for work. She was and still is the master multitasker. She looked so great walking out of the house every single day. And back then, of course, she'd be wearing pantyhose and pumps. My mom had a job to do, and she did it with grace and style. At one point, she drove 2 hours one way to get to work. I know her drive was filled with worry and concern as she questioned whether or not she was making the right decisions for her and for our family. Well, I know her decisions were the right ones in more ways than one. For me, my mom's decisions led to moments that epitomized a strong work ethic, fearless commitment, and willingness to go above and beyond for something important in life. My dad's career was in insurance sales, and he went door to door in his early years. That's just simply how you did it. That's how you made it happen. You went door to door. Many welcomed him at the door, but many did not. At times, it was a roller coaster ride, many, many ups and downs for my dad. One step forward, two back. I watched my dad persevere. He reached the top of his company. He received national recognition. But that wasn't everything to my dad. I fondly remember there was a lady who had insurance with my dad, but she didn't have very much personally. So for years, during the holidays especially, my dad and my mom helped him. They did something extra special for her every single year during the holidays. He wanted to make sure she felt love. So these moments for me define character, and they taught me how to give selflessly. Giving selflessly means you expect nothing in return. It's from your heart. There are so many defining moments for me in life because I was surrounded by people who understood the meaning and importance of relationship building, mutual respect, authenticity, and never ever showing signs of entitlement. There was never ever any what's in it for me when I was growing up and in my early years here. The beautiful thing is how these moments flew so low under the radar for me until years later when I realized their true meaning. They were values. Values that I've had to lean upon often. Values I've used to keep me on the right road when life threw diversions and curveballs my way. These values paired with the wonderful, limitless, endless opportunities I've received right here at the School of Journalism and Mass Communications, it helped define who I am. And I love how these things come full circle in life. The places, the people, the moments that gave me so much, and many people in this room offered me and afforded me many opportunities. And the beautiful thing is now I'm able to give back, and I'm very grateful for that. I've realized that being fulfilled in my work and giving back translates to being a better mom and a better wife. Of course, there's no seamless, perfect way to do it all in the juggle of life, but I want my husband, Jonathan, and my boys, Justin and Garrett, to know that I'm constantly leaning on them and learning from them. They give me moments of inspiration, motivation, and unconditional love, and this is simply a driving force in my life. To Dean Bierbauer, Dr. Tanner, the faculty and staff at the School of Journalism and Mass Communications, and to my first USC family at USC Salkehatchie, a regional campus in Allendale, which is where I grew up. That was back in 1990. Thank you very much for this moment. I appreciate all of you. I celebrate with all of you, and thank you for the many, many opportunities you've given me. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.